Hi everyone, so it is time to talk about some 2025 releases again, and this time it's gonna be some young adult books. I already made my adult romance category in this, and I am once again gonna be doing this for the first half of the year. For the other video, I stopped at April, but for this, I stopped at June, cause there is always, every single year, there are so many books released in May for some reason. I have a little bit of fantasy in here, but mostly is gonna be contemporary. Let me know if I should also make a fantasy video specifically, because I definitely need the motivation to find more fantasy books that I actually think I'm gonna love. And so let me know what fantasy books you're dying to read this year, please. And I'm also gonna try to find more of them myself to just, get more excited. But anyway, let's talk about the books. We have a lot to talk about. So I have my laptop here and let's talk about the books. So they are in chronological order. And since it's the end of January now, I do have a few that already came out in January. So first one is This Feast of a Life by Cynthia So, obviously YA contemporary, came out on January 9th and is described as a delicious story of two people brought together by a shared love of food as they figure out themselves and each other. So this is giving me romance and coming of age vibes, and it has non-binary representation. And I do really love books about food, and when it's done well, it can be just so comforting and cute. And yeah, so yeah, one person described this as the non-binary coming of age story I needed as a teenager. People are saying that it is about, identity and exploring yourself. And yeah, so I do think this will be definitely heavy on the coming of age, and I do actually really love that. And YA, and obviously it's just really important, but also just wonderful to read about, And so I will definitely be reading this. So the next one here is actually a fantasy romance, and I'm super excited for this. It looks so cute. The cover is adorable, and it's Brewed with Love by Shelley Page. And this one came out on January 14th. And it says it's a cozy contemporary romantasy about a teen witch who wants to keep her family's apothecary from falling to the competition, but can only do so with the assistance from her first crush. That sounds so cute. And this has a sapphic romance. And oh my gosh, this has the perfect vibes that I want from a fantasy romance. So I have high hopes for this. And I will definitely be getting this soon. The next one is actually also a fantasy, and it is absolutely stunning. I love this cover so much, and yes, it might be the main reason I'm putting it on this list, but also it does sound really good, So it is Where Shadows Bloom by Catherine Bakewell, and I cannot get over it. Like, I just cannot get over it, okay? Like, it is so, like, romantic and beautiful and soft. And so this says, fans of Alison Saft and Margaret Rogerson will be swept away into this lush and beguiling sapphic romantasy from the best-selling author of Flower Heart. So I did not read that one, but this is sapphic as well. And there's another description that says, a mesmerizing daydream with a subtle edge of darkness that will leave you utterly unable to put it down. Where Shadows Bloom pits terrifying monsters, chilling secrets, capricious gods, immortal kings, and death itself against the unstoppable love between two girls. That sounds absolutely fucking incredible. And I love books about gods. I love everything about this. So I think the story will hopefully be as good as the cover. And this is coming out on February 11th. Then the next book is Love Points to You by Alice Lynn. Coming out on March 4th. This is contemporary and described as a swoony romance between driven, practical Linda Fant and her rich, arrogant classmate Angela Wu. When Angela offers Linda the chance to design characters for her Otome game, Linda discovers things she never knew about herself or her heart. So this cover is absolutely adorable, and I think it's just gonna be super cute. And this is another sapphic romance. So the next book is actually also a fantasy book. That is Soul Hate by Hannah Kingsley. So this is coming out on March 7th as well. And this is Enemies to Lovers. Obviously that is like included in the title. It says that everyone is born with a soulmate, but every coin has two sides. So there's not only a soulmate, there's also a soul hate, which is the person that you're fated to destroy. And if I'm understanding it correctly, the love interest is like both her soulmate and soul hate, I guess, or something in that direction. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've read an actually amazing enemies to lovers book. So I really hope I'm gonna love this, and it looks really fun. So the next one is actually another fantasy. Okay, so that might be the last one. But that's actually more than I thought I had. So that is To Steal from Thieves by M.K. Lobb, coming out on March 25th. And in this high-stakes heist novel, an alchemologist and a con man team up to steal a rare necklace, but complicated feelings of attraction and deception threaten to destroy everything and everyone they love. Also, adorable cover. And again, sounds really fun, like something I would really enjoy, and, you know, adventurous and all of that. And it's also described in the tags as historical fantasy. So I guess, like it does, the cover does have kind of those vibes. And yeah. The next one I am absolutely dying for, and again, I am obsessed with this cover. Like, this is everything I want a YA contemporary cover to look like. Like, there's something about it that just, like, my inner child is obsessed with, and I could look at it for days on end. And that is If We Were a Movie by Zakiya and Jamal. And oh my gosh, like the color scheme, the like setting, and the way that they're like looking at each other, the popcorn, oh my god, like I have no words. I have no words. I need to find out immediately who the illustrator is and follow them, because this is... And anyways, so yeah, I actually have no idea what the book is about, so let's find out. First three words are lights, camera, sabotage. So, okay, this is giving rivals to lovers, like at school. Ooh, okay, the main character works at a cinema, a beloved black-owned movie theater. And she needs to get that job to get higher chances of getting into her dream school. And oh my gosh, okay, and the other main character works there as well and is also her boss. Okay, that sounds absolutely perfect. That's gonna be so much fun, and I am absolutely ready for this. And so I will be devouring this. I think I'm gonna pre-order this because, like, I need this physically because of the cover, as I already mentioned, and I think it's gonna be so much fun. And I absolutely love going to the movies, you know, and so, like, I'm ready. So the next book is Audrey and Bash Are Just Friends by Tia Williams, and I am absolutely dying for this, because this is actually a concept I don't think I've ever seen before, and it is incredible, which is that this follows the daughter of the main character in 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. So she's a single mom, and this book is about her daughter. So 7 Days in June is one of my all-time favorite books, which I will actually be rereading before reading this. And so I love that concept so much. And you know, like, I don't remember it super well, but I think 7 Days in June, Audrey already felt like a full, you know, character, which I think is really hard to do in a single parent romance, to really make the child like an actual character as opposed to just, you know, like a part of the plot, if that makes sense. And so I'm just gonna, this cover is also adorable, and it says scorching hot summer, scorching hot chemistry. Two teens can't forget they're just friends in this sweet, funny, electrifying romance. So oh my gosh, it's just gonna be so cute. I am so ready for this, and I am so excited. So, did I say when it's coming out? It's coming out on May 6th. So, we're on May now. Again, there's gonna be a lot happening. Like, I'm gonna be saving up my money for all of this the next few months. So the next book on May 13th is Get Real, Chloe Torres by Crystal Maldonado. And I'm not gonna lie, I found this on Instagram 5 minutes before this video, and I love this cover. I've never heard of it, but this cover is just so lovely. The description says, when Chloe Torres plans the perfect summer to reunite her estranged best friends, a cross-country road trip to see their favorite boy band, there's only one difficulty: getting them to actually go along for the ride. So that obviously sounds like this is going to be very focused on friendships, and we absolutely need more of that in books. And so that is super fun. And it also says that it is a hilarious and heartfelt rom-com with a little something for everyone. Fat positivity, sapphic romance, a blazing love triangle, ADHD representation, a diversity of Latina identities, a once-in-a-lifetime road trip, and the perfect it's finally happening kiss. That sounds absolutely amazing, and I will be reading this. So then we have a book that I'm absolutely dying for by an author that I already love, which is Sanskari Sweetheart by Ananya Devarajan. And I read this author's debut, adored it, absolutely adored it. Like one of my all-time favorite YA books ever. And I need more people to read it. I haven't really heard anyone talk about it, and like that's unacceptable. And so I am dying for this book. Like I need it immediately as well, because that one was just absolute perfection. And I don't know what this is about, and I don't even care, because I know it's gonna be so good, you know? But, ooh, okay, so it says Raina needs to win the National Bollywood Dance Circuit Scholarship. So she wants to be a dancer. Her boyfriend breaks up with her. Their nationals choreography crumbles on stage. And so then she needs a do-over. Oh shit, okay, so I read the rest, and it says that she's stuck in a time loop and cursed to humiliate herself at nationals and that get dumped over and over again. So I'm guessing she's gonna try to keep getting back to her boyfriend and figure out that he's not the one that she's meant to be with. And find herself in the process. And I'm absolutely ready for this, as I already made clear. And so, honestly, May couldn't come soon enough. So speaking of still May, I am super excited for You Started It by Jackie Kalilia, and this one is, of course, also contemporary, adorable cover. Like, I don't know, you know, I love adult contemporary romances, but they're not all gorgeous. But they say covers. I'm talking about covers. But YA covers slay so hard. It's unbelievable, unlike any other genre, honestly. And I don't know if it's like, if it's just me or if others agree, but like incredible. Anyways, so Better Than the Movies meets Olivia Rodrigo's Sour, a new YA romance from Something More author Jackie Kalilia. Something about this is just giving the best vibes ever. It feels very summery as well. Ooh, so this also has a plot where the main character's boyfriend wants to break up, and she wants to get him back. And even if that means fake dating the younger curly-haired TikTok dancer whose bicycle she accidentally ran over. And it says that they have nothing in common aside from their shared Arab heritage. She's a messy type A with anxiety, he's carefree but meticulous, and their forced time together brings them to better understand one another. So I am so excited for this. Jackie Kalilia is also a Palestinian American author, and so I don't know if both of these characters are Palestinian American, but I know that at least the female main character is, and so I want to support her books, and I think it's just gonna be super fun as well. Then we're actually into June, and the book is Never Thought I'd End Up Here by Anne Liang, and I have heard by this author before, and I really enjoyed that. And another hilarious and romantic rom-com, this time following a former model determined to get revenge on the boy who ruined her life. So yeah, this sounds super fun as well. And again, I already enjoyed, you know, Anne Liang's books before, and so I think I'm gonna enjoy this as well. On the same day, I am so ready for Nobody in Particular by Sophie Gonzalez. She's also one of my favorite YA authors, and this is a sapphic romance. And I saw her post about this on Instagram or something, and that made me super intrigued that like this is a book that, you know, she's been wanting to write for a very, very long time. And it's described as young royals meets The Prince and Me when a disgraced princess falls for a new student at their all-girls boarding school, but the two must hide their forbidden love at all costs. Like, oh my god, doesn't that sound absolutely incredible, you know? Like, I give it to me now. And I see that Becky Albertalli blurbed this and said, this book is so good, I'm breathless. Hell yeah. And speaking of Becky Albertalli, the last book on here, but not least, is Amelia If Only by Becky Albertalli, coming out on June 10th. And that is right after my birthday. And I think it's going to be an incredible birthday gift because Becky Albertalli's last release, Imogen, obviously was my favorite of hers that I've ever read, and like I think this is gonna be a similar vibe, and I'm gonna love it just as much. And this is another book that actually has some kind of a road trip, and they're the friends Laz Torah before graduation. And I think that the main character has a crush on a famous chaotically bisexual YouTuber who she just happened to invite to prom. So I think she's gonna actually meet him and, you know, something like in that way, but then she's gonna figure out that either like maybe one of her best friends is actually who she wants or something like that, and I'm ready. I am so damn ready. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm sorry if I repeated myself a lot. That's just what I do in these kinds of videos because apparently I don't know many other words besides excited, but you know, I tried. Oh my gosh, like it just gets me, I love keeping up with new releases. Like something about this just gives me such pure joy, and it makes me so happy that, you know, I live in a world where such incredible books come out and I get to read them and like, you know. So yeah, again, please let me know what books you are looking forward to in this year. And definitely please especially let me know if you have some fantasy books. But these all sound incredible. And yeah, so if you made it this far in the video, leave a car emoji down below for the road trip vibes. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'm gonna see you soon in another video. Bye!